Hi everybody, how is everybody doing? Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to switch this. Okay, Streamlabs is acting. Why does the camera look so blurry? Wait. Didn't look. Guys, I swear it looks different. It didn't look this way a second ago. Okay, Streamlabs has been acting really weird, and I can't like click anything on it. Anything that I click on Streamlabs has like a couple seconds of a delay. So if I like change the scene, look, I'm changing it. Click. I'm waiting for it to. There we go. There we go. Now it changes. Okay. Oh well, that was immediate. Okay, but yeah, it's having a delay right now and I don't know why. And it was doing this before, and then so I had like a 10-minute delay to starting stream because Streamlabs is acting bizarre. And now my camera is like blurry. It's not focused. Okay. Oh well. Hi everybody. How are you doing? Hi Blacklight. Hi Lawrence. Hi Okimi. Hi Isabella. Hi Coops. Hi everybody. How's everyone doing today? I had a Red Bull. I never drink energy drinks like Red Bull or anything, but today I was so delirious. I've been so sleep deprived ever since I went to that New York trip. Yes, I got back yesterday. And I got back to my actual house this morning. But I've been delirious because I haven't been sleeping and I skipped my nap today. I didn't nap today for some reason. Guys, look at my hair. Isn't it majestical? Isn't it majestical today? Okay. Is this a crash out stream? I'm gonna try not to crash out today. I'm gonna be whimsical. I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna try. It was gonna be a crash out stream, but then I was like, no. I'm gonna wear the seal costume. You can't crash out in a seal costume. You can't crash out in a seal costume. Well, guess what? My sister and my brother lost it. They lost it. I don't know where it is. I check where it's supposed to be and it's gone. But I thought to myself, I'll just pretend I'm in the seal costume. And I won't crash out. Are you on coke? No, I'm not. I've actually never done coke. If I did, I would tell you guys. But I didn't ever do it before. I'm a little I have cortisol face. My cortisol has been spiked. I hate New York. I don't like New York at all. I don't know why anybody likes New York. I love, like, LA and, like, even downtown LA. Like, I love LA and stuff. But New York? Ugh. I think New York is like a cursed location for me. I've never gone to New York and thought to myself, I feel so relaxed, so nice. Everyone here is so lovely. Do you ever think about yourself? I suppose I do every now and then, especially when I shower. I realize that you're not wearing not a Gooner shirt. I know! It's somewhere, actually. Wait a minute. I just realized I haven't seen my Gooner shirt in a long time. I put it in the washing machine, and my mom put it into the dryer. And that's the last time I saw it. Do you guys think... No, it can't be. Do you think I wonder if she threw it away, genuinely. She was enraged by it. Oh my god! It's gone! I just realized! It just hit me! Shut up! But I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna crash out. Don't worry, guys. I won't crash out. This is not a crash out stream. I'm gonna get through one stream without crashing out. Oh, 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 oh. God, this computer needs medical assistance. This computer needs medical assistance. Sorry, guys. Ignore that. It's like begging for me to change the fans. What is... Shh, hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a new cooling system. And if that cooling system also sucks as well, Mama's just gonna... break you and crush you and throw you in the garbage and you're gonna go to hell. Shh. 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 I'm trying to stream. Shh. Shh. Shut up! Can we call Tom? Did you graduate high school? No, I didn't. Okay. My cortisol face is peak right now, guys. My cortisol face is really bad, guys. Tom was a nice guest character. I love Tom. He's so funny.
How can anyone sleep after hearing your voice, Carmax Lasker?
What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Alan and Corey, what's that supposed to mean? Thank you for the bits, I guess. Wait a minute. Lawrence. Oh my god, Shy Guy, thank you for subscribing, Shy Guy. Thank you so much. And oh my god, I totally forgot to thank you, Lawrence. Lawrence, I'm so sorry I forgot to thank you. But thank you so much, Lawrence. Do you see how bad this cortisol face is right now? Okay, I'm just gonna like massage it or something and drain my lymph nodes or whatever they're called. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna crash out. Oh, it's not a crash out stream. It's not a crash out stream. I can get through one stream without crashing out. It's the Year of the Snake is coming up tomorrow. The Year of the Snake is tomorrow. Tomorrow starts the year. No! It's the Year of the Horse. The Year of the Horse starts tomorrow.
40 stream streak, I need help.
40 streams streak. I'm so sorry, Alan David Corey. I feel bad for you. Thank you for the bits and thank you for watching for 40 streams in a row. Okay. Tomorrow is the Year of the Horse. And I'm a new year, new me, guys. I'm not going to be crashing out too much on stream. I'm going to reduce my cortisol and not crash. Slender, thank you for the bits. Cortisol goes good with alcohol. That's true. I haven't drank in so long. Maybe that's why I feel this way, TBH. I've been drinking so long, guys. It's been I mean, I had a little bit of soju, so my friends are like telling me that it doesn't count as being sober if you drink half a bottle of soju. I guess. Whatever. If you want to get technical about it. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up for a second. Does it make you vomit? Yeah, honestly, drinking just makes me, it's hard for me to enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What's going on? Okay, was that an actual honey pack the other day? Yes, it was a real honey pack. I need to go back and look at the clips. Because what the hell were they doing? Did it work? Those boys do not need a honey pack. Especially not Martin. What was wrong with them? Why were they doing that? That was horrible. None of them need a honey pack. I'm telling you guys right now. If all the people in the world who need a honey pack, especially not Martin needs one. Oh. I don't know why they did that. That was like, I actually felt like endangered. Everyone should have felt endangered. Everyone in New York should have felt endangered by the honey pack. If you ever see any of my friends with a honey pack, you are in danger! Run! There's nothing normal is about to happen after that. Nothing. And you are actually in danger. I'm gonna just reduce the cortisol. Okay. Y'all are a fun group of friends. I'm glad that you like them. I feel we are. I do feel they are very fun. They are very fun to hang out with. I love them. I hang out with them constantly. Oh, we need to do more streams with them. What do you guys think? Um, okay, I just googled it and apparently it has traces of Viagra. Yeah, it's Viagra, guys. It's Viagra. That's why I'm saying these guys do not need that, especially Martin. Ugh. Carm, how are the tacos? They were extremely salty, so no one else really ate them. But you know me, guys. I'm a fiend for salt. I'm obsessed with salt. I was once told by a doctor, you know what a doctor in real time told me for real one time? A doctor told me that he said, I've never suggested this to anyone before, but your blood pressure is so low and you have a sodium deficiency so bad that you need to eat fast food every now and then. Like, you need to just increase your salt intake as much as possible, no matter what. Martin needs Viagra in his 20s. No. They found a honey packet. Okay, you go into Josh's car. This is how it always is. You go into Josh's car, and it's full of stuff. He looks like he's living in his car, right? But if you look closely enough, it's like an I Spy book. You really never know what you're going to find, what you're going to see if you focus too much on the mess. And every now and then I'll accidentally focus too much on the mess, and I'll see something disturbing. And that time, once it was a male thong, yes, and once it was a honey pack. And every time I say, "What the hell is this?" he says, "Oh, that was for a video." Never have I ever seen a video with a thong or a honey pack in it. But, anyways. I'm kidding, I believe him. Yes, that is what my doctor also told me. That I need to, put salt in my water and just take salt water shots. In comes Carm kicking some dude while he's down. That is what I do. I kick people when they're down. That's just what I'm here for. If you're down, come to me and I'll make sure that you feel worse afterwards. I plucked my eyebrows really weird today and I think I thinned them out. Oops. Excuse me. But but that was a fun stream, y'all. They are so not PR trained. They all do YouTube videos and stuff and reels. I do live streams. They are so not PR trained. They're making jokes about killing. I'm like, no, you have to say in Minecraft, this is a live stream. Oh my god, I think I have to take that stream down. I gave them a whole pep talk on what you can't say on stream, but they just surprised me with the things I forgot to mention. I just forgot to mention a lot. And they're like, ha ha ha, this person is underage. You can't joke about that on stream. No. That's, guys. And they're like, oh yeah, this person, I remember when I like to drink that. No, do not talk about drinking. There was truly I couldn't have warned them enough. There was just always, there was just new topics of things that I just completely forgot not to tell them not to say. I did not PR train them well enough. That's my fault. Y'all should do an iCarly themed stream. I've never seen that movie, but I guess we should. I always get cortisol face before my period. Wait, Chris Mafia, I'm about to start my period any minute now. Any minute. So that I feel like that's why I have it really bad. Thank you guys for boosting oh my god. For boosting Jasmine's confidence. She was just brutally cheated on by this chud. Like, she's like, oh, he's so attractive, this and that. And I see a picture of him. Oh my god, he was such a chud. I can't believe it. He was genuinely a chud. That's the thing. Here's the thing about dating an unattractive person. I think unattractive people deserve love too. But you have to keep in mind something crucial. If you're a girl, I don't know how it is for guys. I don't know. I would almost assume it's the same, but who knows? Um, Hold on. My light is weird. Whatever. Never mind. But like, so if you're a girl, at least in my experience, you're a girl and you date a chud, right? And the chud now has a girlfriend. Now all the girls want to get with the chud because you just made him seem more interesting, because now I don't know, that's just how a lot of women operate. If they see a girl with a guy, now all of a sudden they want in on it too. They want to see what the hype is about for some reason. So then they go and try to get with your chud, even though he's a chud and they wouldn't have liked him anyways. In any other scenario if he didn't have a girl. So but they're like, I want to see what the hype is about. If this girl is dating him, there must be something about him. So now he started suddenly, as soon as he starts to date you, gets an overwhelming amount of female attention. All of a sudden women are hitting on him, hitting him up, looking at him, and he's getting more attention than he ever has in the past. Suddenly, the girls he liked in the past, now they're looking at him and they're like, actually, he's kind of cute. And so they start hitting him up like, oh, like, hey, been a while. And all the, like, his crushes, the girls that he's liked in the past, this or that, girls just start, like, flocking towards him because they want to know if they see a girl dating a chud, they're like, he must have something going on. And I don't know what that psychology is. I'd love a case study on why that's like the female psychology. Like, I'd love a case study on it. It's kind of like, and I'm not trying to be, he's not a chud. He's actually very handsome. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys know this couple, or I don't know if they're a couple or not. I don't know what the deal is. I've just seen like clips of it on TikTok. But like Tara Yummy and FaZe Adapt. Well, like once they started like having rumors that they were dating, all of a sudden I'm seeing all of these girls just obsessed with him, and I never seen girls obsessed with FaZe Adapt before, right? Okay, I'm not calling him a chud. It's just an example of like, yeah. Anyways, so how strong are you really as a man if all of a sudden, for the first time, you're getting female attention, but you can't go for it because you have a girlfriend? How much strength do you have not to go for like the first attention you've ever had in your life? And think about it. Faja Uno, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Enigma. Thank you so much. A chud is like just a chud. Just think about it. A guy who just doesn't take care of himself, fugly, essentially. Where are you at? No! Do not say those letters. Low-key, he's getting built. Adapt. I don't know enough about him. I didn't know that. But I do know that I never seen girls I never seen girls like this guy this much before. Now all of a sudden a girl is interested in him. Francisco, thank you so much for gifting us up to Just Say. Thank you so much. Oh my god, guys, thank you for the gifted subs. You guys are so sweet. I really appreciate it. And we in New York at New York Fashion Week party. Oh my god. Wait, Faja. I was in New York a second ago, and I'm back home. I was low-key not feeling the vibes in New York. I'm kidding. You want the invite? I would love... Wait, do I know you IRL? Well, I would love to go, but I'm in Maryland. I'm like 5 hours away from New York now. Pull up. I'm sorry, Faja. But on the flip, so in my experience, I've noticed a lot of ugly guys cheat. But on the flip side, you take a handsome fellow who is used to girls just throwing themselves at him 24/7 all the time. And you date him, and of course girls are going to like him even more now. But he's used to getting the female attention. So it doesn't really faze him as much, so he's less likely to. He's less likely. Just say Martin. Wow! People are jumping to conclusions in the chat! Yes, Martin would be a good example. But, yeah. Do you throw yourselves at Chads? I think there was one Chad who I threw myself at in my lifetime. I'm too scared to talk to boys. I rather if I stare at them until they talk to me normally. So the one Chad that I threw myself at one time, well, I didn't, but I did muster up the confidence to talk to him, which was humiliation. Oh my god, you're talking about the psychology of women who have a girl all of a sudden now attract even more girls. Yeah. Wait, we share content creator friend groups? Faha, who are you? I want to know who you are. Because a lot of my friends are going to these New York parties right now, and I was invited to 6 of them or 7 or 8. And I declined. I was too tired to go to any of them. Which is not like me. This is not like me. I've changed. I can't believe this. I've changed. Who am I to turn down a party? No, that is not Carmilla. I've been replaced. It's just I've been tired. How many dads have you been with? Probably one guy with a child. One guy had a baby mama and a child, and they live far, far away allegedly. And he wasn't paying child support, and he lied to me. He said, "Oh no, she's keeping him away from me." He wasn't paying child support. That was on record. Emily, thank you so much for subscribing, Emily Estrada. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emily Estrada. Homewrecker? No, it was from a teen pregnancy. They weren't together. They weren't together. Just ignore my period cortisol face right now. Just ignore it, please. What is happening to this eye over here? Is it just a shadow? Faha! Oh my god! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs! Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you so much, Faha. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, are you at a party right now? And you're watching me? That's so cool. I got 5 on it. Faha, thank you so much. Do you know any friends that we have in common? I'm so curious. We outside. Carmilla is entering her dad phase. Give her time. Excuse me! I'm in the Uber on the way over. Oh my god, you're watching me in the Uber? Well, I hope you have fun at your party. I really appreciate the 5 gifted and the other subs that you gifted too. If you were a lesbian, what famous actress would you mate with? Definitely. Ooh. Natalie Portman. Oh. Angelina Jolie. W unemployment. Thank you. I try to be W unemployment and not L unemployment as much as I can. My bangs better cooperate. I keep making boyfriend videos with Martin, and now everyone thinks I have a boyfriend. I have no boyfriend, guys. You know what I did for Valentine's Day? I just hung out with my friends for Valentine's Day. Okay. You certainly have a type? What's my type? Explain it. They're probably more mature. Okay, sorry. Okay. One of the parties that I was like, I don't feel like going to in LA that I was going to go to. Clavicular was there, guys. Clavicular was there. I missed my chance to meet the most handsome guy in the whole world. I don't think I'm ever going to get the chance to meet another handsome guy again because there's no other handsomer guys in the whole world. So I guess there's no point in even living anymore because I missed the one chance I had to meet an actual handsome, true Giga Chad. It's the only time an LTN like me would ever get the chance to be around a Giga Chad like Clavicular. So I guess I don't really feel like living anymore. I don't think I'm going to be a streamer anymore. I quit. I quit streaming. Goodbye, everybody. This is my stream to tell you guys that I quit. Who's the guy I threw myself at? Oh, the guy that I went up to and mustered up the confidence to talk to. And I was successful. It's not like I got rejected. And keep in mind, and I already told you guys who this was, but if you didn't, before I say who it is, keep in mind, do you know the amount of like sheer confidence I needed to like go up to this guy? Because he was standing there. He had like two like assistants or bodyguards, or I don't know what they were, next to him, and one girl went up to him, and then they were like, stop. And then one girl goes up to him and they're like, stop. And they wouldn't even let the girls speak with him. And these girls were like 10s, 11s. They were like scientifically like perfect looking women. And yet they were all turned down. They're like, me. It was Machine Gun Kelly. And I was trying to riz Machine Gun Kelly up. And that's the only guy that I feel like I'm missing somebody. I feel like there was somebody else. But that was the only guy who I went up to them that I can think of. I might think of somebody else. Usually if I do something like this, I'm drunk. And there's a point to me being drunk, specifically for this reason, so I don't remember it, so who knows. I feel so bad. I didn't even know he was a singer. I thought he was an actor. I'm just not into pop culture enough. He was like, I know every city, and I was like, why? Why do you know? He's like, just tell me what city that you live in, and like, I know it. I know every single city. And I'm like, why do you know every city? What do you need to know all that for? Are you just some kind of nerd? And he was like, I'm a musician. And I was like, oh, I'm stupid. And rude. And uninformed. Briscoe! Briscoe, thank you so much for subscribing. A Sweet Victor, I'm half a year old, write my name the way I like it. Oh my god, just imagine your name being written upside down, black and orange in cursive. Should I have my hair up or down? I don't know. Thank you so much, Briscoe. I need to bring back the board so bad. A 10 doesn't have to cake on the makeup. I fear I may have been the one with caked on makeup, to be honest. I fear. These girls were like LA 10. Like, I don't think girls in LA really need makeup. They just have like perfect nose jobs and lips, and like that's all you really need. But you do actually need to put on makeup, put a lot of makeup on if you're in LA, just because you have to wear so much makeup to look good on camera. It's ridiculous. Unless you're just like a genetic anomaly, or you have work done. Only through you. Well, I said all that, and then I was like, oh yeah, MGK, he has girls literally throwing themselves at him all the time, and yet he still cheated. So you know what? You're probably just gonna get cheated on regardless. Just get used to getting cheated on. How about that? How about you just accept the fact that someone's gonna cheat on you no matter what you do or who you pick? They're just gonna cheat on you no matter what. Carol G. My throat is so dry. My throat is so dry right now. There's a trebuchet. I don't even know what that is, which fires a woman at MGK wherever he is. Well, I think the only reason they didn't stop me from speaking was because I approached it in such a strategic way. I approached it in a strategic way. I was like, oh hey, I think I saw you at that party the other day. You were looking quite nice standing there. You were looking quite handsome. So I thought to myself, who is this man? I don't know who you are. I've never heard of you before. I don't really know about celebrities like that. Can you tell me more about yourself? I did not do that. Life, positive, and negative. Accepted of both. Law of attraction, winning, law of manifestation. Hi, first time watching you live. You're still weird. Well, I'm not clickbaiting at least. There's a budget which fire is stalling it. Clavicular wherever he is. Oh. I yearn for the days that I don't feel chopped anymore. I'm tired of cortisol phase. I feel like my period is about to start. I feel like shit! MGK is 35. Oh my god. I didn't realize that. Well, yeah. I want to see if there's any clips from the other day's stream. I can't believe they were putting honey packs in the tacos. They were putting honey packets in the tacos! What is wrong with them? This is why being friends with boys will bring down your life expectancy infinitely. I need to see what the hell. Hold on. Where's my headphones are downstairs. I'm gonna go really fast. Lower standards when. Me? I need to lower my standards? Oh my god, stop! Why are they say this so much that I look like Mr. Bean? Well, you know what? At least I don't look like Epstein, like somebody in the group does. Somebody in the group looks identical, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein. Let's start there. And that same person who happens to look identical to Jeffrey Epstein is telling me that I look like Mr. Bean? Hello? Have some awareness. At least I don't look like Epstein. I miss your last stream. I don't really like it when you do streams with those. Briscoe, you can't say that. You can't say that. I like watching you, and I'm not into their stick. What the flip flop? Okay, I understand. Clap if you like it when I stream with my friends, and clap if you hate it when I stream with my friends and wish it was only with me. No, but you can make that face and look exactly like Mr. Bean. Ew. Gay in a happy way. Mr. Bean Moggs? Okay, does Mr. Bean Mog Jeffrey Epstein? That's what I wonder. Only through you. This, oh my god, my ex calls me the other day. And you know what he says? He says, hey, how are you? And I'm like, hey. And he's like, are you with the guy right now? And I'm like, yes. And then he says, ah! I'm like, I was like, are you with a girl? And he's like, yeah, but like, I can't believe this. I can't believe you're with a guy right now and you answered my calls. And I was like, do you have a girlfriend? And he's like, yeah, but like, why do you have to answer my call when you're with a guy? At least I go to the other room to call you. And I'm like, well, what the hell? You have a girlfriend. A girlfriend. He's stupid. Estrogen maxing. Martin put honey packs in the tacos and was feeding it to the other guys, huh? Yeah, so that everyone could get on his level. Sorry to Josh for saying he looks easy to draw. It's okay. Josh is too oblivious to understand what you even meant by that. You can say a lot to him, and he's just too oblivious. He's just too much in his own world. You could really say anything to him. I don't even think the Epstein thing has caught up to him yet. I don't think it's even caught up to him that someone made an entire edit of him. Hold on. There's an edit somewhere. Only through you. Dude, if someone made an edit of me like this, I would just quit the internet. I'll turn down my... Is it he? No! Josh is not gay. Wow. No, he's not. The higher you climb in the gym, the further away your standards will be. The edit is just Epstein climbing walls. Holy shit. But it looks just like him. It literally... Y'all, not to get on a really dark topic, but like all day I was so like, maybe it's just because I'm about to start my period and I just end up like in morbid thoughts, but I like was I was going down an Epstein rabbit hole, and I'm like, I felt so like nauseated for hours today, like literally hours. I'm not to like get like, I always say like I try to like not talk about things going on, because it's like you guys watch me to be entertained and like get out of that, like, you know, to not think about all the crazy things going on. I try to like not bring up things when you're trying to like just be entertained and relax and not think about things. But oh my god, I'm literally so nauseated. I'm literally so nauseated. And like all day, like I almost like didn't stream today, and that's not, I was gonna say that sounds dramatic, but it's really not. It's like I almost didn't stream today because of like how stressed out I got, like in this rabbit hole. I was so like, I was not in the mood to stream or be happy or do anything. I was just like completely in decrepit thoughts. It's actually so insane. And it's also not insane at the same no. It's also the thing that made me like kind of upset, one of the things, because like one of the things that made me upset is everyone's like shocked about this now, but I feel like me and so many people have been saying this for so long, that this has been going on, and it's like nobody believed it. And there were so many people saying that this was happening, and so many like survivors and victims for so long have been saying this, and everyone's like, you're crazy, like conspiracy theorists. Like nobody believed it, and everyone just acted like they're crazy. And like if you believe the things that like I've believed for so long, you're just like not believed or whatever, and you feel crazy. And then now that it's like all proved, like, oh, you needed documents. Oh, you needed documents to know that all this is happening. Even though there's tons of people who've been saying this for years. For years. There's a reason people have thought all of this was going on for so long, because people have been saying it. There's literally victims who've been saying this stuff for so long. But oh, everybody just needed documents to know about it. And people are like, DMing me. Like, there's people who DM me and they're like, talk about the Epstein files. And I'm like, first of all, don't tell me what to talk about. And second of all, it's like, I've talked about this before. I remember like there was like years ago when I was streaming and I was talking about it, and everyone's just like, like it's just like nobody. This has been an issue. Like I've been on this. I've been on it, and nobody like believes the people who've been saying that this has been happening. But I get it. I mean, like I get like why people wouldn't believe it, but also it's like I don't know. And then, and then there's more. Like, it already, like, bothers me that, like, people, I kind of don't understand. I understand them, but then I don't understand them. I understand them in the way that, like, yeah, you need legitimacy if you're going to believe something that crazy. But it's also, like, it bothers me when people need, like, entire, like, detailed documents of something happening, and they won't just believe the like people that it happened to. They're like, oh, I actually need it written down on like a legal document in order to believe it. No, I'm not going to believe the people who are like saying this has been happening for so long. So long people have been saying this has been happening. It's like, it's kind of like common sense. Like it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. I believed this stuff when I was a teenager. I remember when I was like 6. When did Yummy come out? When did Yummy? Yummy. In 2020, yeah. I remember I was 16, and I was like, even before the age of 16, I've been on this. I've been like, I was like a child believing in this stuff because it's so obvious that it's been happening. I don't I don't know why it took people like, I don't know why it took people like to have to see like a bunch of legal documents saying it. And so like now that all of this stuff is coming out, it's like I hate to, I'm not surprised, but I am like nauseated by it, I will say. Like so nauseated. I was on this as soon as COVID dropped. COVID was a really good thing for a lot of people to like wake up to a lot of things. And then this might be controversial to some people that are religious, but a lot of people are like saying stuff about like, oh, they're possessed and stuff, like, oh, these are demons, these are lizards. I mean, like, okay, it could come out that, like, there's actually lizards, and then I'm gonna feel stupid for saying this, but, like, these are demons, these are lizards, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, I'm so glad that you have found a way to cope with the fact that our species can be so evil that you have to, like, make up a different species, a whole different species responsible for these, like, crimes against humanity. But, like, this is just humans. This is just, humans are doing this. Like, our own people, our own kind. These are our own kind. And I think that a lot of times people will say, like, oh, that person is possessed, that's why they're doing it. It's actually, like, possession. And I do believe in, I'm, like, spiritual, and I believe in demons as far as, like, you know, like, manifestations of, like, bad energy or, like, trauma that you haven't, like, worked through. But, like, at the end of the day, it's just the humans. It really is just the humans. But I've never, as many, like, conspiracy theories that I believed in, I've never believed in lizard people ever. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? A lot of things. I mean, maybe. There's a lot that I'll believe it when I see it. That's one of those things that, like, I'll have to be proven wrong or about. The greatest trick the devil ever played was convincing man he wasn't real, and I am not religious. Booty demon. Have you seen Elon Musk? He made a great argument for the existence of lizard people. I haven't looked into really anything about lizard people. Fahad, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much, Faha, for the 5 gifted. Are you still in the Uber? I feel so, like, I feel so honored that you're watching me on the way to a party.
I miss
W.
you.
Faha, I feel so honored right now. Thank you so much, Renan. Did I just speak over your bits? I'm so sorry. He said I missed you, Carm. I missed you too, Renan. Carm is a pregame. That's why I feel so honored right now. I love pregames are, like, sometimes way more fun than the actual party. I'm looking through stuff, and then there's, I guess I'm just, like, disappointed to everyone's reaction right now, but it's also, like, I can only be so disappointed because it's, like, you know, how else are people supposed to react to this? It's just, like, such a ridiculous amount and such a ridiculous type of, like, how do you say it? Bizarre. It's very, like, just so, like, horrible. And I don't know how, like, I would expect society to react to this, but I'm like, blown. It's kind of like COVID. You know when COVID happened in 2020 and you just, like, learned who your friends were? You were like, why are you buying so much toilet paper? Why are you reacting in this manner? I would have never known you were such an idiot until now. Jeez. Like, you really don't know who people are or, like, how people are going to react to things like this. COVID was a good example, and this one is just, like, Renan! Oh my god! Thank you so much for the 500 bits.
I was working when you streamed. And on the last stream I was on, I couldn't donate any more bits because it was muted for 24 hours for no reason.
Wait, why? Was my stream muted? That's so weird. That is so weird. Well, I'm so sorry that you missed the last stream. I did stream a lot earlier than before. Than normal. I streamed a lot earlier. You can literally go to school for demonology. Oh, trust me, I'm so interested in that topic. I have definitely delved into that. I'm so interested in demonology. It's just, Mm, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know how much I believe in it, but I'll see over time. Maybe my opinions will change. You'll see. We'll see, guys. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. I'm very spiritual, but also, But anyways,
But I'm here to support you, to support the best Twitch streamer.
thank you so much, Renan, for the bits. Sorry, I muted myself because my parents are being so loud. Okay, thank you so much, Renan. But I really appreciate the support. This entire thing has occult ties. I've went through at least 100K files. I mean, definitely it does. Definitely. I'm just. I'm. That actually is a kind of a mystery. Like, what are they? What actually are they doing? Like, who are they worshiping? Like, what is this? I would be curious to know what that's about. And I've seen a lot of theories. I think most of them are wrong. I think like people who are like, no, it's Baal and like Moloch and stuff. I feel like that's wrong. I'm not not to. I could be proven wrong, but I feel like I don't believe in that, or I don't believe that's accurate. At least, not that I don't believe in it, but I don't believe it's accurate. Something is off about that. I think that's like the easier thing to believe for a lot of people. But I don't know. I could be so wrong about that. I'm just suspicious. I'm more as much as I believe in like astrology and stuff, I'm still slightly skeptical of those. But anyways, do you like living with your parents? No. No. If you thought Epstein was bad, wait until the Freemasons' secrets are exposed. I don't know if that would ever even be exposed. We'll see. I think that the real like horrible things going on, like the real bad stuff, like the real stuff, like in the most like darkest parts of things, we'll just never hear about. Like the worst people, like the people at the top, we will just never ever hear about it. I think that all of that stuff and like Epstein is like nobody. Even Netanyahu or like Trump. Like those people are like nobody in comparison to the people who are like actually in power. I don't think that we would ever actually hear anything about them. And how was your lonely times day? Kermelin Maxla? What is Kermelin? What is Kermelin? Lonely times day? Ugh. I think that like we'll never actually, and I've heard a lot of people like I hear a lot of people be like, well, the reason why they're like exposing this stuff, like it's like they're allowing this to come out is because like demons can't do anything without announcing it first. Like people have to know about it. I mean, that could be one of their like weird beliefs. That's something I've literally pondered on for years. That makes no sense. That's what a lot of religious people believe right now, and I've pondered on that theory for so long. I don't believe it. Have you had your first kiss yet? No, I haven't. I don't kiss people. What the flip flop? There's mono out there. What if it comes out that you were in the Epstein files, but you were one of the children? I'd be very confused. What was I gonna say? She's literally Michael Jackson. Guys, no. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, there's so many like numbskulls that are talking about like celebrities, like okay, Bella Hadid for example, like the like Bella Hadid and like what's her name, Hadid, Bella and Gigi Hadid, and people saying like that they were victims of the Epstein Island, that they were victims, and then they're like, they're getting a lot of hate because they didn't like turn around. Like, there so many like people who are like alleged victims are like getting hate. They're like, oh, like if you know about it, you could have exposed it. What the hell? What the hell? How could you have exposed it? What were they supposed to do? Were they supposed to go on like the moderated platforms, the platforms that are literally moderated by the people who did that to them, and expose them? That's impossible. There's literally nothing they can do. Pam Bondi said the stock market is doing great, so it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Wait, guys, what am I talking about? Why am I even talking about the Epstein files? What? Pam Bondi said the stock market is doing great. Wait, what am I talking about? It doesn't matter. The Epstein files don't matter. Pam Bondi, she said the stock market is doing great. What am I even yapping about, guys? let's Are we still talking about the Epstein files? Are we still talking about the Epstein files? Okay, let's talk about the stock market. That's way more important. Well, there was an email where someone told Jeffrey that the Hadid sisters were big suddenly because they agreed to do stuff. It wasn't Epstein, some fashion person. I mean, that's very normal within the industry, but I think there's more than that. Just because like the fact that how like involved the Hadid family is with the elites. I don't know. I think it's more than that. I think all of it is just so suspicious. The thing that like so far like has disturbed me a ton. Oh, you know who everyone is just not talking about right now? Weirdly enough, I don't see her name literally anywhere. Wait, what was her name? Her name was like Allie Carter. No one is talking about her. I haven't seen her name come up anywhere. She literally said all of this stuff was happening, and then the whole entire internet decided that she was schizophrenic. And she described everything that the files are describing literally in detail. She literally described all of it in detail. And then the entire internet decided she was schizophrenic. And it's like people have been talking about this. Everyone's like, why didn't nobody talk about the Epstein files now? No, people have been talking about the Epstein files, you idiots. The Epstein, no, you don't need an influencer to talk about the Epstein files. People have been, I've literally, it's not like I've been posting on my story, but I've definitely talked about it before on my stream.
Lindas Labios. I like it when you have messy hair. Almost any look suits you.
Being butt invaded by old men for modeling jobs seems not worth it. It's not. And that's why I don't think it was like a choice. I like don't think that they did anything in exchange for anything. I think that they were just like human trafficked, and they're still being like somewhat human trafficked. Like they have money now, and like they can buy things, but they're still like definitely belong to somebody. Like they're not like released. I don't really believe anyone would still be doing what they're doing. I don't believe anyone would be doing what they're doing if they had free will, genuinely. They have so much money, and they're just still going. I just, like, they could retire at any time, but they're still going with this, like, super, like, taxing job. I don't know. But the sinfluencer, Karma's the sinfluencer, she influences people to sin. No. That would not be me. But the celebrity, that like one of the things that I've been on the longest of like conspiracy theory wise was Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber and that stuff has like disturbed me for the longest time. And yeah, I think a lot of celebrities are like human trafficking victims. Same with like Ariana Grande. A lot of people. My bangs are just want me to suffer today, I guess. Just ignore that. Yeah. Guys, my friends have this like I don't know if you heard them joking about it, but they have this like joke about the subreddit that we have we made it. Rocco made it. My mods made it. I moderate it, and I've abandoned ship. I've abandoned the ship. I can't even moderate that anymore. It's a hellscape. I can't even look at my own Reddit anymore. It gives me comfort to know I have power over it and I could delete things at any time that I want, but I'm in hell every time I open that. I can't even the comments hate me, but they are extremely attracted to me at the same time. To the point where they're just like they hate Goon to me. They hate Goon. And they're so like scary. And all of my friends have this joke. I feel like Jennifer Lopez right now. In the Bronx. I was running up and down the street. And Reddit is where you'll actually find the lowest form of life on Earth. Dude, my Reddit is like the most talked about topic in all like my IRL social life. Because it's just like a huge meme in my everyone just jokes about it so much. And everyone's like, "Oh, you can't you like for example, like if I sit next to one of my guy friends, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to clip this and send it to the subreddit." And the next thing you know, 100 dudes are going to show up at your address with pitchforks. And you're in danger. Like, it's just like that's the running joke. And everyone jokes about it, but guess who has to live it? Me. I have to live with the fact that it's about me. It's all about me. Can we see our Reddit history? I don't even use Reddit. There's not even history. It's only history is just me looking up myself. Ew. I like how her hair situation is progressively getting worse. Stop. It is pretty bad. What's happening? Like, my hair is just... My hair has a mind of its own. What's happening? Why do my bangs look like this? You know, I think I overplucked my eyebrows. Did you shower today? Yes. It was my first shower in 2 days. I hate not showering. I have to shower a minimum of 1 to 2 times a day. Only through you. And I'll wait here tomorrow in the freezing cold. And I'll watch the sunset wearing all your clothes. Yes, I did go to a club in New York City. We went to one club. It was nice. It was alright. It was alright, you know. It was alright. It was okay. Hi, Rin1. Yes, Medellin. Wait, why did it ruin clubbing for you? Because the clubbing was too good there, and now it's never gonna be as good? Or did it just suck? So did you meet Clavicular? No, I didn't. Actually, I skipped the party that he went to. I skipped it. I didn't know he was going to be there. If I had known that I was going to be in the presence of such great majesty, I would have showed up, of course. To humble myself, just for a good chance to humble myself. I've always wanted to be humbled. I think that women should be humbled. I think that me as a woman should be humbled to the greatest abilities of clavicular. Watch your drinks. Oh, I wouldn't even risk drinking anything in that environment. Oh no. Don't tell Melissa, but I'm gonna demolish her boyfriend's soul in her next stream. um I'm so wholesome that all of my Reddit experiences have been positive. I go there to find the best 4K transfers for sale or talk about fragrances. I mean, that's good. Any time that you get into the topic of like maybe a woman on Reddit, ugh, you just don't go to anywhere where there's a woman existing or being talked about. If you could, would you stream your dreams? Yes, just so everyone could get an idea of how disturbingly creative my brain is. I don't know how my brain comes up with these dreams. I really don't. And I never have freaky dreams. Let me just start there. They're never freaky. Never have I witnessed a freaky one in a while. It's been a while. The club called Basement has a great reputation. Tons of European DJs travel to play there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't like New York. I'm not gonna lie. New York was, of all the places I went to in my life, New York was just the bottom of the bottom. I went there one time when I was the wee age of 18. It was the worst experience of my life. And for a second, I thought, well, maybe it's because I visited Little Guyana and was visiting my ex's family who wanted me dead and hated my guts. Well, maybe that's why I hated New York. Next thing you know, I go to New York again. I liked it because I was only there for like 12 hours. And I wanted to go back. Well, I go back. The other day, I left to go on Wednesday. And there I am in New York. And I hated it. To be quite honest with you, I hated it. There was nothing that I'd rather be doing. Wait, I'm wording this wrong. Hold on. There's nothing that I would want less in the world than to be where I was in that moment of being in New York. I hated New York. It sucked. The people are rude. And I say, well, the people are rude. And my friends are like, well, it's kind of nice that they're rude. At least they're not fake like in LA. Well, I would like it if people at least faked being nice to me instead of just for real, be mean to me. I hate New York. It's a wasteland, to be quite frank. I didn't like it at all. And next thing you know, there I am in New York. I'm walking down the street to try to get into the gym, the climbing gym, because all my friends are rock climbers. I don't rock climb, so I don't know why I was there, but I was there for my friends. Well, there I am, trying to get into the gym. I'm walking here, and this human feces lining the street. And when I say lining, I mean, I don't even know where the sidewalk started and the feces began. It was all just poop from the humans, not dog poop. At first I thought it was dog poop. And I was very wrong. Because that definitely was not dog poop. That was definitely human poop lining the sidewalk. And I'm just trying to get to the gym, but I'm trying to dodge despicable amounts of human feces. I'm trying not to step on it. Despicable amounts. Who's pooping here? I'm walking here and somebody is pooping here. And I don't know who's pooping here, but they need to poop somewhere else because this is where I'm trying to walk. Poop everywhere. Poop on the snow piles. So you know it was fresh poop. It was on the snow piles. Poop on the sidewalk. Poop on the snow piles. Poop on the road. Poop on the little tiny section between the building and the sidewalk. Poop everywhere. Was there really nowhere else for you to poop? Was there not an alleyway? Was there not a trash can? Was there not maybe even a trash bag that you could open up and poop inside of? I don't know. There really seemed to be no other options in these people's brains. Who's pooping here? I thought in New York, they just walked here. Well, it turns out They poop in here too. And you know, I never, I never, I never in my life seen that in Maryland. I never saw that in Maryland. Never. Never was I walking on the sidewalk and I walked into some poop. And the same with LA. Well, with LA it's a little different because I actually was pooped in front of. Yes, I was a victim of a pooper. He just stood in front of me and started pooping and looked at me like I was the one who just walked in on him. Like I was the one who was just disturbing his privacy, and we're in the middle of a Ralph's parking lot. Did I see rats? Oh, I saw rats. I was happy to see something on the ground that wasn't poop, though. So I wasn't even that mad about the rats. Renan, thank you so much. I saw a guy get jacked at gunpoint in Baltimore once, but never anyone pooping out in the open. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather see a man get jacked at gunpoint than to see somebody pooping out in the open. I don't want to be stepping into some duty. And people are mean there. I don't like it when I'm just trying to order something and people are rolling their eyes at me. I mean, that's actually pretty normal for Maryland. But in New York, it's just everybody. Like, every now and then you're going to have somebody rolling their eyes at you in Maryland. But, oh my God. New York. You know, the city that never sleeps, y'all could use some sleep. You know what sleep deprivation gets you? Gets you grouchy. And all of y'all are grouchy. Way too grouchy. Too grumpy. Take some vitamins in the morning. Like vitamin D. So that you feel less grumpy all the time. And get some sleep. They pride themselves on the city that never sleeps, but now they have high cortisol. Well, I will say one thing about New York that I really liked. One thing that I couldn't believe my eyes when I was walking around. I mean, I'm sure Clavicular had a great time there for this reason, but I'm looking around and everybody has a fantastic jawline. Everyone had the most clean-cut, knife-sharp, butcher-knife jawlines I've ever seen in my life. I mean, why does everybody low-key look the same there? Everyone does look the same, and you know what the common denominator is? The jawlines. The jawlines in New York. I mean, I never saw so many jawlines that were just perfect. Everyone had a jawline. Everybody. I don't know what they're doing in New York. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could say it's because they're skinny, because they're starving, because they have to spend all their money on apartments. The $5,000 apartments that could only fit a bedroom and a microwave. But the New Yorkers, they're mogging. They're really mogged. I couldn't believe my eyes. So you're not Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. Why do you ask? I gets you poop on the streets. What does that mean? And it got me thinking, like, you know, everyone is just rude, angry, grumpy, pooping everywhere. Why are they pooping everywhere? I just couldn't. I don't know why I would ever want to be there, and it just stinks. It stinks so bad. You can't go anywhere. Transportation is cooked. It's charred. And I didn't, everything is expensive. I mean, I got one sandwich and it was $21 for one sandwich. Can you believe it? And the sandwich sucked, honestly. It didn't even taste that good. It was like barely edible. Why? I never in my life have I paid that much for a meal in LA. That was a lie. But for the amount of food that I consumed versus the amount of money that I paid, I didn't see a correlation to how much I should have paid. I didn't see really a correlation there. But yeah, it was great how Medellin has taken the fun out of everything now. I do know. Oh, I agree. Anytime I go to the bar and spend some money on beer and drinks, I just think, man, this could have been spent on some pink great ass time is almost our LA. Yes, this is it. I got extremely depressed after Colombia. Extremely depressed. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, no broke bitches allowed in New York. I forgot to tell you. That's why Baltimore and New York don't really get along very well. Keep your broke ass in Baltimore, as they would say. Oh my god, Brusco. Jesus Christ. No. No. No wonder there are homeless people there. I would be homeless. Anybody making less than $100,000 would be homeless in New York and pooping on the streets. You know, if I with the amount of money I make, I'd be pooping on the streets too if I lived there. The hell? But I didn't get the appeal to New York, and everyone's like, it's the greatest city. There's so much to do. I don't want to do. Let me tell you something. I didn't want to do anything there. I didn't want to do anything in New York but leave. It's just never been a city I vibed with. $100,000, that's a good summer. That'll get you through the summer. I know there's cheaper places to be homeless. Someone gives you a couple of dollars. And oh my god, Martin and Josh just don't know how to say no to anybody, because every single homeless person who came up to them and asked them for something, they did it. Every single one of them. And you know, that's admirable. I really like that. But we couldn't get anywhere. We couldn't walk in a straight line to someone. We couldn't get anywhere because every time someone came up, they would feel too bad. You can't. I just felt like New York was like the embodiment of just it was like the embodiment of like the perfect world for exactly what the elites want us to be living. That's exactly how they want us to live. In little cubicles for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Never sleeping, only working, and when you do party, you just do drugs and destroy your body as much as possible and spend as much money as possible so that you can stay a slave to the system for longer. Well, there's nothing wrong with doing drugs. I'm kidding. That was a joke. But it's just, it seemed like nobody just had a moment to breathe there. I couldn't believe it. I just feel like that's how they want us to be. Is Josh in our channel chat? I don't think so. Like in our Discord? I can't believe all the drugs everyone else was doing. Capitalism, yeah, it was just the epitome of capitalism. I mean, and I went to school for business. I love business and everything, but this was just hard to watch. Ah! I'm so tired. I maybe got like 3-4 hours of sleep tops last night. And then the night before, I got 2 hours of sleep. And then the night before, oh my god, I've had not like, for about 2 weeks now, I've had a UTI. And I've been on antibiotics, but the antibiotics are barely doing anything. It's like, not, it's taking a minute. I almost wonder if I even have that. It's just, I was peeing blood, y'all. I was peeing blood, guys. I was peeing blood. I'll tell you that much. And I've been getting almost no amount of peace or sleep due to it. Was UTI caused by street poop? Okay, hold on, guys. I want to go get my earphones downstairs so I could watch some of the clips yesterday. I want to see what was going on in that stream. Okay, BRB, guys. 1 second. Oh my god, let me change. Okay, 1 second. Guys, I found fish sticks. I found fish sticks, guys, in my earphones. Kidney stones? You think I have kidney stones?
My
That can't
happiest
be.
moment is
That
when
just
I
can't
see
be. I
you.
hope not.
I really enjoy every stream you do, and I'm already starting to watch your videos on other platforms. Save Erica.
Ah. Oh my god. How'd you cook them so fast? It was actually my brother's. I stole it off of his, that he cooked the fish sticks. This is so good. Okay. Game capture? This is so good. Let me pull up the chat on my phone because I don't have another monitor. L streamer. Sorry, I'm putting my hot sauce on. Motherfucking gay fish. What does that mean? What if I was a gay fish and you just said that about me? What would you do then? Would you feel bad? This is so good. Okay. Oh my god, sorry. I forgot what we were doing. Okay. What are the clips from yesterday? Oh my, I'm just like chewing in my mic. Oh my god, Martin. Martin is like Homelander. I don't even know if you guys like good. I don't know if that stream really encapsulated his personality very well, but he is literally Homelander. Has that same like personality. I'm sorry, I'm just chewing in the mic. Okay, let me,
And then like if you like really have deep climbing,
Wait, why is it going so fast?
climbing, I feel like all climbing gyms should have like
Why
a
can't I
boxing
hear it?
ring. And then like if you like
Where's
really
the
have deep
sound?
somebody.
Sean RHM didn't.
Where's the sound? Can you guys hear it? Is it just me?
Box me, bro.
I feel like all climbing gyms should have like a boxing ring. And then like if you like really have beef with somebody.
Sean RHM didn't want to box me, bro.
Sean RHM, you're a small fry.
Here's a mozzarella stick.
He's got crazy arms. He was gonna like rip your skin off.
Why are you touching my feet, Jasmine?
Guys, it's bubbly. What do I do?
Oh. Flip it and then do the opposite
Force
direction.
some oil on it to stop the bubbling.
Oh.
I guess that was just me and Jasmine. Being a little bit gang. But that's okay to be gang. It's not high test enough. This is when it's disgusting. My mom, Josh. Guy's been working for months to go shirtless, still rocking bird body. What does that mean? What's a bird body?
I don't know. I think it's a compliment.
Show us your bird body, Martin.
What?
Show us your bird
He's talking
body.
to you.
Me?
I'm sure.
Wow.
Let's get in the.
Look at that. Actually, that's kind of crazy.
That is actually crazy.
Wait,
Carmella-
Josh, why is she bigger than you?
You look like you could beat me up.
Josh,
Josh,
gets
why are
muscle.
arms the same size as yours?
Wait,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Do a side.
Oh my god!
What? It's the light.
Oh my god!
Frame mog on Carmella's stream.
It's still not that deep. That's crazy.
Wow.
Shut up.
Carmella, you could beat me up.
I haven't worked out abs in months.
Josh,
I cannot do that.
can I go for a lift after this?
I'm sorry, I'm just chewing into the mic. I'm sorry. Ah! I'm sorry. Wow, Josh getting brutally mogged. Can you chew closer to the mic? Nom nom nom. It's not high test enough. What? This
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch it again.
Take a bite of it raw. I'll take a bite.
Guy's
Of it.
been working Josh for
yeah,
months
brutally
to go shirtless,
muscle
still
mom.
rocking bird body. What does that mean? What's a bird body?
I don't know. I think it's a compliment.
Show us your bird body, Martin.
What?
Show us your bird
He's
body.
talking to you.
Me?
I'm sure.
Wow.
Let's get in the.
Look at that. Actually, that's kind of crazy.
That is actually crazy.
Wait,
Carmella-
Josh, why is she bigger than you?
You look like you could beat me up.
Tom is so
Josh,
funny
why
in
are
that.
arms the same size as yours?
Wait,
What
there-
the?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Do a side.
Oh my god!
What? It's the light.
Oh
It's the
my
light!
God.
Frame mog on Carmella's stream.
It's still not that deep. That's crazy.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
Carmella, you could beat me up.
I haven't worked out abs in months.
Josh?
I cannot do. Who mogs who, guys? Who mogs who? Did I mog him? Did I mog him? Hell yeah, he's better. But, excuse me. Nom. Sorry, go back. I want to watch more. Okay. I want to watch more. What is this? Silly.
Not hard like and not hard like that, but like really hard stuff isn't like hard like difficulty wise.
What?
You like
One of my
climbing
favorite
hard
type of
stuff.
rock
That's
to
bullshit.
climb. When I like when the rock is like really solid.
I got something rock
What is
solid
that
for you,
mean,
Sean.
What is he actually saying?
Hold on. Where did
Guys,
we go?
what are we cooking?
I don't even know what
Where's
he's
my-
saying.
Do we have
Where's
more
my
beef
life
packet?
What is he even saying?
Wait, hold up. Forehead reveals.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
I don't know. I might have y'all.
Oh, that was a short clip. Who made this clip?
Forehead reveals. I look like Megamind.
I got forehead mocked by Jasmine. No! I got forehead. I just get mocked by Jasmine in general.
How did you eat it all? Oh, he didn't.
He does anything I tell him to do.
What?
Oh.
I said eat all of that food, and he just did it like a good little boy without me even having to
He's a good
ask
little
a
puppy
second
dog.
time.
Look, you keep talking, I'm gonna start enjoying this, so just stop while you're ahead.
Tell him to go to the dungeon. I'm gonna start enjoying this.
Guys, they sound so nice.
And I said, what would you do if me and Josh came to Colombia? And he said, I will deport you, and my boys will take care of Josh.
Me and Martin are doing the same thing.
My boys will take care
You've
of
been trying
Josh.
as well.
And I will deport you, so you can't help him. That's what he said. And I said, are you joking? And he said, and that was the end of the conversation.
This guy sounds very funny.
He's
Yeah.
so funny.
Sounds
Well,
like we have a
listen,
next
Josh.
trip planned.
Me and Tom are
Well-
going because we like Colombian.
Anyways, it's like an episode of Friends. Oh, yeah, I want to stream with them again. That was very fun. Did you guys like the streaming with them? I thought it was fun. It's like every now and then it would be fun to like have characters on the stream. Ah, it's so spicy. My hot sauce is so spicy. I put so much. It's not even the spicy hot sauce. It's just that I put so much on my fish sticks. I like that stream. There are no crash outs and chat was red the whole time. Yeah, I was hoping to read chat as much as possible. Well, what was the topic that we were on? What did you do for Valentine's Day? Nothing much. I don't have a boyfriend, so it's not like I was out here getting any play, but I will say I went to that was when we were driving home from New York, and even though I was on like 2 hours of sleep, I decided to drive as much as I could because the UTI was so bad that I genuinely needed like a distraction. And I wanted to drive like literally just to distract myself. It's so bad, and I'm on medicine for it, and it's like kind of just not going away. I'm kind of disturbed. I'll just wait till the medicine is over. Not a jerk among them. Oh yeah, my friends. No, there's no jerks. I really like my friends. They're awesome. I feel like the friend group is really fun. They're really fun to be around. I'm glad that you guys met them. I've been wanting y'all to meet them for a while. The only problem is like PR training. It was so scary every time that they said something like, "Yeah, we should kill them," and I'm like, "No, stop! You can't say that." They're like, "We're gonna show up to your houses and kill you." God, no, no, TOS. Say in Minecraft. Are they in love with you? I think that we're all in love with each other. I think we're all in love. I'm so delirious, guys, for the past 2 days. I am so tired. Do a blinker? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Jasmine is only 18. She's very young. I met her a month ago, 2 months ago, but she's so sweet. I feel like she's gonna be 19 next month. I have to figure out what to do for Jasmine's birthday. Yeah, Jasmine is very young. She's the youngest of the friend group. I'm the oldest of the friend group, by the way. I'm 22. Martin and Tom are 21. Gosh, you know, it's still not normal for me. Like, all my time growing up, I was always the youngest. And all my friends were like 20 to 30. Like 20s and 30s. And I was always the youngest, like chronically. And chronically just feeling like the youngest of all. And then now I'm literally the oldest of all my friend groups. Any given friend group, I'm the oldest now. Not any given, just that friend group, just Josh's friend group. And I'm like, unk. And I just don't even know how old I am. I forget my age all the time. I think that I'm 8 years old. God, I feel so young with them. So much younger than I am. Someone asked me how old I was and I almost answered 16. But all my other friends are like older. This is my only... Wait, did I just unpause something? All of my other friends are like older. I don't have many... Aside from that friend group, I don't have many friends under the age of like 23, 25, 26. My best friend is 28. Do you bake cookies for them? No, that's Jasmine's job. Jasmine is the one that bakes. Jasmine makes everyone cake pops. She's like a whimsical little free spirit. Yeah, my friend with glasses. Free Sophie. Are we still on Sophie, guys? Are we still on Sophie? Where I should have grabbed my Red Bull. I don't know where I put that Red Bull. There was like at least one sip left of the Red Bull, and I'm like dying. I went to Martin's job. I drove all the way to Martin's job and got a Red Bull and came all the way back. Didn't those guys, don't call them the Twinks, guys. Okay, yes, the Martin and Josh were the ones who scared Melissa. Yes. Those were the two that were going to be in the stream in the haunted house. It was going to be Martin and Josh, and we were going to do a prank. It was the only prank that we had planned for chat. The only prank. We were going to like prank chat and make chat think that there was a ghost, but it was actually them and they broke in, and we had this whole script for it. It was so funny and it would have been so good, but the internet went out an hour before they got there, and it just didn't come back on for 24 hours. Which reminds me, I need to see if I can get a refund for that Airbnb. I never even tried. Do you honestly think that we would believe that you bozos were not tricking us? Well, we were going to tell you guys that we pranked you after the, 5 minutes into the prank. The prank wasn't going to last very long. It was going to be, a minute. It was just meant to be entertainment. Brusco. Your next haunted house stream needs Josh, Martin, Tom, Jasmine. We all go to a haunted house. We could. I mean... I would not do a stream scaring Melissa. I feel... She's one person I would not prank. Me and Melissa have a pact where we don't prank each other. If you want to entertain me, bring Melissa, and Sophie on stream and have fun with them, not 3 dudes that are effing super annoying. If I wanted to see them, I would subscribe to this stupid ass page. Hey! So you just want me to bring girls for you to goon to on my stream? Is that what you want? You don't want to see men because they're not goonable. Briscoe! Go to an abandoned asylum. I'm not going, but they're better to look at. What if I want to look at the men? What if I want to have men on my stream so I could objectify them? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that? Has it ever crossed your mind that I might want a man on my stream to objectify him? Yes, I'm sure you guys would love it if I just had a bunch of women on my stream so that you guys could objectify them. But what if I want to be objectifying someone every time that I look into my own camera? What if that? What if that? What if I want to objectify men? Not all of us can have what we want at the same time. Some of us are going to have to take turns objectifying people. Why is every Sophie hot? Oh my god, Briscoe's gonna be fighting for his life in the comments. Stop talking about bats. I don't even want to talk about bats. Do you objectify femboys? I'm not gonna lie, I don't objectify femboys as much as I objectify, like, masculine boys. It's all fun and games to, like, joke about objectifying femboys. That's a funny joke. But that's all it is a joke. If you're a real gooner, you're objectifying men. You're gooning to the men. Objectification Wednesday. I see a lot of girls talking about gooning to femboys, and honestly, good for you if that's really what you're gooning to, but I need a hunkulus chunkulus to goon to, personally. I need a boy with some muscle on him to goon. Why do you think I had Martin with his shirt halfway unbuttoned? I needed to objectify something. Everyone was like, that guy needs to button up his shirt. I don't think he needed to do that at all. He would have disobeyed a direct order if he buttoned back up his shirt. That would have been a direct order he was violating. He would have been disobeying me if he had buttoned up his shirt. The fact that they even had shirts on to begin with, that was just me being very generous in that moment to them. Because it's winter time. What does Martin think of you openly objectifying him? He'll survive. I could ask him. Next time I stream with him, you guys can ask him if I about the objectification thing. I don't really ask. I think if you don't want to be objectified, don't look like that. My digital footprints cooked. Why don't you ask him out? Ew! I would never ask that Chud Martin out. Ew! 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 I would never do that. Ugh, men are better to just look at. Once you take them on a date, then they open their mouths. And then it's just, all downhill from there. Automatically, I dried up. I can't sit there for a whole 2 hours and listen to a man talk. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? It's better to just look at them. That's what they're made for. And also to help you do things like jumpstart your car, which is what I need to do because I left my lights on in my car the entire time I was in New York like an idiot, and now it's sitting in the driveway dead. Ask out a man from New York, a man named Vinny. Who's Vinny? Oh my god, New York has such high standards. Every man there, like, asks you out. People ask out on dates there. That is one thing about New York I really liked. People were, like, asking out on dates. Tom got asked out on a date at the club. Jasmine was getting asked out. I was getting asked out. I told so many people Martin was my boyfriend to avoid talking to men. I'm so sorry to everyone who I lied to. I really don't like to lie, but I also just don't want to sit there and explain to you that I'm not really coming to the club to get some... I'm not coming to the club to waste my time, you know? This is what I say, because I think it's very admirable. I'm always admirized to people who like who do ask me out or like say pursue me in a really like nice way. But if I don't want to if I'm like if I don't want to dance with them or go on a date with them or do anything or give them my number, but I think that they asked in a very respectful, like chill, awesome, like cool way, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I have a boyfriend, but you are so handsome, you are gonna find a girl tonight, trust me. And then they think I'm some whore cheating on my boyfriend, calling another man handsome. But if you're like, but then there'll be dudes who will be like, why don't you just say the truth and you don't have to lie and say you have a boyfriend. So you want me to sit there and explain to a dozen guys a night why I don't want anything to do with them. Because there's been multiple times where I didn't do the boyfriend method. I just said, I'm sorry, I can't. And you know what they always say? Why? Why though? Because I said so. Well, you're a woman and whatever you say doesn't matter. I actually need an explanation out of you so that I can make you explain yourself and waste your time and drain you of your energy. And then anything that you say, I'm going to try to counter it and make an argument as to why you should dance with me or go out with me. I don't understand people who like insert themselves into like things. Like if someone is like, no, I can't, I'm not gonna like try to make some argument as to why they should. Like, it's so annoying. So it's the easiest way. The thing that men are gonna respect the most at the end of the day is gonna be another man. So it's easiest to just say, I have a boyfriend. And at the worst, rarely they'll be like, they'll say where are we at though? And that's rare. But when they say that, here comes like Buff Martin or Shane. Just like turning the corner like the Terminator. And like he's right there. And it's just like this ripped ass dude. And I'm like, never mind. That's all you. Yeah, I thought so. Hit the gym. But yeah, I really have to do the boyfriend method. But should guys you disrespect pursue me? Oh, like the way I'm disrespecting my friends, Martin. Well, yes, I think they should get used to it. They should get used to it. It's just a precursor. It's just a taste of what's to come. I hit the gym, my metabolism is cracked. If two men could hold you down... Never mind, I'm not going to finish that sentence. But you get the idea. You don't want two men holding you down in general. So... Then why do you go to the club? If when people approach you, you say you have a boyfriend. Do you go to the club just to dance, or do you go to the club to find hoes? If you don't mind asking. Usually, these days, ever since the great psychosis of September, where I had if I would dare say a spiritual awakening, but maybe it was just psychosis, and I'm just maybe slightly on the schizophrenic spectrum. Well, I actually, ever since then, haven't really been interested in going to the club for men. It's just so mundane. There's rare moments of the month, rare times where I'll go to the club and be like, yeah, I hope I find some huzz tonight. Rare. You know? And in those instances, I'll still have to turn people down because, you know, I'm not just gonna dance or give anyone my number. I'm not just gonna talk to anybody. But I love dancing with my friends. And, you know, I love finding a boy, but it's just rare for me ever since I raised my standards. Ever since I had the great psychosis of September and I raised my standards because I had this huge awakening about the value of my own life and being in alignment with myself and all that stuff. And now I'm kidding. I just raised my standards because I started meeting really, really great guys that just made me raise my standard, and now it's just really hard for me to like anybody else. I just haven't been having that much fun at parties just because it's like, well, you know, there's too many chuds who are hoes. Ain't trying to meet no wife or asking a gal out at the club, TF. Well, Melissa, with this guy she's been dating for like almost, oh my god, maybe like 9 months, I don't know. They met at the club. Can you believe it? I think you could meet a wife at the club, I swear. I swear it's possible. Because what if you're like, oh, I'm just going to the club to be with my friends? Well, there's a girl out there who's like, yeah, I'm just going with my friends. It's not really my scene. There's so many people out there who go to the club for different reasons. What if he owns Victoria's Secret and has an island? Oh. I mean, that would fit within my standards. What island would it be? Oh, Lord, don't even, yeah. Adapt abbreviation, don't even. Oh. Whew. We know the lore, Yo. Do you think you're 9 out of 10? I think that I try my best. I try my best, guys. I do my best, guys. I try my best. She hates commitment for sure. Do I hate commitment? Yeah, I'm not a fan of commitment. When I was a young child, I was the oldest girl of my family, and I took care of my siblings, and I felt like I committed to my family so young. I felt like I had been married before. I feel overly committed to my family. And then after that, I got into a 4-year long-term relationship that I couldn't get out of. I was literally stuck because of the situation, finances and such. And I'm terrified of commitment now. I'm terrified I'm going to get into something and I'm not going to be able to get out of it. I'm terrified I'm going to be trapped because I felt trapped a lot of my life. She's definitely a psychopath by now. No, what makes you think that? Can't get you out of my mind. That girl is hard for me to find. Could I make a poll about your rating? Go ahead. I already know what it is. It's a 7. I already know. Just vote. Ew. I'm making it worse. I'm probably going down numbers. Wait, hold on. Let me... Emma. Just vote. I like to think I have a bit of an entertaining personality. Oh my god, my friends are giving me backhanded compliments lately. Low-key misogynistic, but it's okay, I'll take it. I guess I'll just be part of the problem. But I was venting to my friend Josh. I was venting to Josh the other day. I was like, I just feel like I'm not smart. I'm ugly. And I'm not funny at all. I've been feeling that way. And he was like, no, me and my brother were literally just talking to each other the other day, and we think that you're like the funniest girl that we've ever met. We like agreed on that. Oh, he didn't say anything about the looks or the intelligence, but at least I'm the funniest girl he ever met. Not the funniest person, but certainly the most funniest girl. Is that a backhanded compliment? Well, pick me, choose me. I want to be the funniest girl. And then, do you get you're funny for a girl? Yes! Yes, I'm just funny for a girl. And then my other friend was like, you're the funniest girl I know. Da, 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 da. Like you really just have this like type of humor that a lot of girls don't have. And I'm like, am I? Oh, backhanded. Oh, pick me, choose me. Do you think short hairstyles are trending nowadays? I think long hair is trending. I saw a girl get a bob recently, and I'm like, well, I've not seen one of those in a while. Well, girls are generally not funny, so it's nice to not be normal, unfunny girl. Well, I think that men and women, Jesus. Okay, men and women just have different senses of humor. I feel very chud around other women because I was just raised with I was homeschooled, and the only friends I had were boys. I had one female friend growing up, and she was my best friend. And everyone else I knew was just all boys, and I have all brothers. I had one droplet of estrogen in my social life growing up. Maybe 2 or 3. I mean, I knew like a couple girls, but I barely hung out with them because they just lived far away. And even, yeah. So whenever I hang out with girls, I feel very chud. I just feel like I'm not funny. I feel like I'm not smart. I can't keep up. They're cooler than me. I feel like hanging out with women, I have to be more intelligent. But men, you just kind of have to make fart jokes, and then they're like, you're so funny! You're so funny! We title you as the funniest girl around. You're the funniest girl around. Oh my god. Rate Karma out of 10. Oh, y'all are not being, y'all are being honest. I love it. I love the honesty of the chat. I think men and women just have different senses of humor. In real life, there's many funny women as men. There's just unfunny women in stand-up. Most stand-ups are unfunny anyways. Yeah, I agree. And also, that's another thing. I know so many funny women. I know so many women that, like, you hang out with them and are, like, just, you're dying laughing the entire time. Like, you can't breathe and you're just falling on the floor and dying laughing all the time. There's plenty of funny women out there. And yeah, way more funny than me. They just don't know these girls. No, stand-up proves that wrong. Many women I know don't think most female comedians are funny, and they agree male comedians are more funny in general. No, have you heard of Amy Lee? I think Amy Lee is hilarious, and I don't really like stand-up comedians at all. I think like there's only one funny one, and it's like John Mulaney, maybe. I barely watch stand-up comedy because it sucks. Like, it all just sucks. I think that like the male comedians suck just as much as the female comedians usually. I think stand-up comedy just sucks. It's just that people have more like expectation on women to be like more perfect. And comedy, they like have more expectation, like they just kind of expect men to like, their expectations for the male comedians are just lower. And in female comedians, it's like they're judged harsher, I think. But I don't really watch a lot of comedy. And even when I did like John Mulaney and Amy Lee, I only watched those comedians like many moons ago. I must have been like 14. Wait, I want to see the votes. 6 out of 10 is winning. 6. Okay, I accept it. I think that I have a great personality. And that's what I got going for me. Oh my god, I looked in the mirror today and I saw a mustache growing, like dark hair. Like, yeah, of course I'll have like, you know, peach fuzz. But oh my god, there was actual dark hair growing there. That is terrible. What is happening? I've never seen that in my life, guys. I hit puberty. I'm entering my 14-year-old boy era. This is horrible. What's next? My balls are gonna drop. Why am I getting hair on my lips? Are we supposed to take into consideration the personality? No, just my looks. Y'all say 10 lying? Whoa! Maybe I'm a 10 to somebody? Have you ever thought of that? I know my voice is gonna drop. My voice is about to drop. Why? Can't get you out of my mind. It's hard for I don't know the lyrics to the song. I just boosted a 10 out of 10 by crazy amounts. Thank you so much, Dr. Kassar. Wow. The votes are in. It would seem that there was a very fair poll taken by the chat, and 48 people said I was a 10 out of 10, so I guess that's what I am. Can you vote on 0 to 10 on singing voice? Do not vote on my singing voice, guys. Please don't do that. Anything but that. Oh my god. I couldn't believe what I saw. And also, I saw a horrible, maybe the worst. I don't know, maybe the worst DM of my life. Let me just open it up for you. Let me first show you what it was responding to. And I've had a lot of DMs throughout my life, but I haven't had a DM that hit quite this hard, quite this agonizing. Can't get... Someone posted my stream on their story. Can't get you out of my mind. Okay, so I'm going to show you this real quick. Just, you know. Okay. That's me hitting a V3. Okay, so I hit the V3. And someone DMs me and says, let me find the DM. The DM that broke the internet. That was my brain. The DM that destroyed me. Destroyed. There was actually two, but one just had me on the floor. It's like watching a stick bug escaping from a predator. It's like watching a stick bug escaping from a predator? And then someone else said, how it feels to watch an uncooked pancake climb a wall. I'm closing my DMs. I wish I could just turn my DMs off. I couldn't believe I'm never rock climbing again. I'm never posting another rock climb again. This is
ORT can't get you out of my
Briscoe!
mind. It's getting hard for me to find. It's driving me out of my head. Miss her and love her, kiss her. That girl is poison. ORT.
Can't get you out of my mind. It's getting hard for me to find. It's driving me out of my head. Miss her in love. I actually don't know how it's supposed to go. Okay. Those were the worst comments I ever got in my life. Also, that V3 that I hit. Okay, observe the V3. Hold on, where's the V3? Whatever. That video I just showed you, me climbing it. Okay, so basically in rock climbing, apparently there's like the system, and it's like V0, V1, V2, V3, and it can go pretty high. I think like, does it go to V16? I don't know. Josh, I think, is V10. Martin is V12, and I think Tom is a V13. I believe. I could have made that up. Something around there. And so, yeah, it's really, like, hard what they do. Excuse me. My shoulder hurts. So I recently discovered I could do a V13. And no, V13. Wait, delete that. Do not clip that. I meant to say 3. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so. Do not take that out of context. V3. I recently discovered I could do V3. And yeah, 13. Just pretend I didn't say that. And the V3, my first V3 was a dyno. And then after that, every V3 I did was kind of easier. But yeah, that was my third V3 of Oat. And there are so many people in my DMs who's like, buy shoes, stop wearing rentals. Guys, I do not rock climb. I'm just trying to see if I can do certain things, and I do it. I don't practice this. This is a normal part of my routine. I don't have a membership at a rock climbing gym. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just doing stuff. That doesn't mean I have to buy shoes. $200. Oh, let me just buy some $200 shoes for a sport I don't even participate in. One of you guys was asking for the club stories. Okay, okay, so, what even happened at this club? We went to this club in New York, and it was, like, it was called, actually, it was what Blacklight District put in the comments, which was, like, it was, like, fuck Valentine's. So we go there, and, oh boy, do I have a story time for you guys. So, I stay sober this entire night. So does Martin, because I'm on antibiotics. He hit a lift. So we get there, and it's like in Central Square. I don't know, Times Square. It's in Times Square. So we go to Times Square. Lies already. Okay, I had half a bottle of soju. That's not technically a drink. One of you guys, his name is Blacklight District. So it took us like maybe, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes to find parking. We decided to bring the car for some reason. I don't know why. And we find parking eventually. And we go to the club. And we wait in line. And the line was so long. And we're in Times Square. And I was in line, freezing cold. Josh does a kickflip on some random guy's board or whatever they're called that you do kickflips on. Next thing you know, we go inside. We have a nice time. We get split up immediately. And the rest of the group disappears, and then it's just me and Martin. Where is everybody else? I don't know. It's just me and Martin. All alone. In a big, big world. Nobody else is there. We got separated. What's a fly young white girl supposed to do in that situation? And we eventually reunited with them. Anyways, the whole night goes on. Yada, yada, yada. We decide it's time to leave. And by this point, I was wearing these awful shoes. Awful shoes. Like, I had to, like, bring these terrible shoes to New York because they're actually, like, my only, like, semi-warm shoes. They're not very aerodynamic, so they trap the heat pretty well. So, but they are very painful. Like, walking on them for, like, more than an hour gives me the sensation of, like, pain in my feet that, like, it feels as though my heels are about to split open. It feels like my heels are splitting open, is what it feels like. And it is genuinely splitting pain. So, like, the first hour, you know, I was hanging in there. Then an hour goes by, another hour goes by, my back starts hurting so bad. My feet are hurting. I'm like, okay, I want to go. And I had no alcohol in my system to numb any of this pain except for that half a bottle of soju that did absolutely nothing. You know, like, recently, like, a couple weeks ago, I drank half a bottle of vodka, half a bottle of Svedka. I felt nothing. And that might sound like exaggerative, but genuinely my tolerance is so sickeningly high. I think, like, vodka doesn't feel like much, but if it was a half bottle of margarita, it would have been a different story. But Svedka, like, feels like nothing to me. Svedka. And then, and so I'm in, like, so much pain, but I'm like, I'm not gonna, like, start complaining. I am never the person to be like, I want to go, and I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem that I don't want to be here anymore. Like, hell no. I want everyone to enjoy. I will actually just be in more pain and more agony if everyone is just leaving because I want to leave. That's horrible. I would feel horrible in that scenario. So we just keep going through the night, and then eventually I'm like, Martin, I need to sit down. I need to sit down because we were about to leave. And then Josh's friends showed up. So then we had to stay there for like another 30 minutes to an hour. So I started saying, Martin, I need to sit down. So Martin goes and like asks like this person if I can sit down. So I sit down and I'm sitting there just chilling, having a nice time, sitting down. And it's cold on top of all of this. It's really cold. It's just freezing cold. My feet are hurting. My back hurts. My bladder hurts. Everything hurts. And next thing why am I getting nauseous right now? So next thing you know, God, my neck hurts. My back hurts. Everything hurts. Why are my shoulders? It's hurting just thinking about this story. Ugh. My back hurts just thinking about this story, guys. need an Advil. Nah. Okay, back to the story. So the next thing you know, there we are. I'm sitting there. We ended up leaving, and I'm freezing. Lord cannot even. The God could not. Oh, words could not explain. Intermission streamer tired herself out by telling stories. My poor delicate flower. I am a delicate flower. It's true. So there I was, in so much pain. But then I go outside and it's freezing cold out there. And it's like, now it's like 3 a.m. Well, we're walking to the car. And I say to Josh, because it's his car, I say, Josh, where's the car? Just so you know, I'm following you right now. And he's like, walking. And I'm like, Josh, I'm following you to the car. Do you have the directions to the car? Continues walking. Josh, I'm following you. Where's the car? I just want to make sure you know where the car is. Because this bird brain buffoon rarely ever thinks. So I knew to say, where do you know where we're walking to? And he's just ignoring me. And then eventually he says, does anyone else know where the car is? What do you mean? What do you mean, does anyone else know where the car is? Yeah. Oh. What do you mean by that? And mind you, we probably like parked like a good 10-minute walk away. Completely unfamiliar with New York, by the way. So I grabbed my phone because I actually used both me and Tom's phone for directions to the place where we went to. So we could have done like find your parked car in either of our phones. I opened up my phone is on 1%, first of all. So I'm looking at it. And when I tell you, oh boy. When I tell you that Google Maps and Apple Maps were glitching so hard the entire trip. The amount of turns we missed just because the maps messed up and the maps were just straight tweaking the entire time. The amount of rage that I felt towards an app in that moment. Oh my god. So, yeah, the Apple Maps once again screwed up and did not save our parked car at all in any capacity on either of our phones. You don't take a picture of where you park? I thought that Josh took a picture of where we parked because it's his car. Wait, what should you use in New York instead of Apple Maps? Because clearly Apple Maps doesn't work. What do you use? Waze? Oh, God. Google Maps didn't work either. So, we're in shambles.
Good night, Carm. I'm going to sleep while I watch your stream. I hope I can dream about you like this. Have a lovely night.
Have a good night, Renan. Thank you so much for the bits. So, oh, he should air tag his car. Oh, you're right. But this is Josh we're talking about. And, Josh AirTags all his things because he loses them so often, but Josh lost his phone recently. So all the things that all of his AirTags that are connected to his phone are useless because he lost his phone. I don't even know how you do that. I'm kidding, it was stolen. Someone stole Josh's phone. Justice for Josh's phone. So there we are. We're walking. I need to lean against this, honestly, because it's getting to a point of back pain. Oh my god, no. I'm trying to give a feet cam or something. What the hell? Okay. So, wait. If both maps weren't working, is it possible that it was issues with the internet, like service? I don't know. It seemed more like it was just the maps itself was just tweaking. Like at no point did it just give like correct directions. A lot of it was just guessing. So anyways, that chair. So we go to McDonald's and they feast. And me and Martin, we slave away. Me, Martin, and Tom, we slave away at the my phone is on 1%, so I go onto it. I go to maps. I take a screenshot of the last, like, the parking garage that we were on our way to, because we were going to a parking garage, but we ended up stopping on the street and just parking on the street. So I take a picture of that. I send it to Martin. My phone dies. I go into Tom's phone. We look on that. We try to map out, okay, we passed a 24-hour parking garage. Oh, get this, New York. What the hell, New York? Genuinely, I hate the logic of some of the things in New York. Why is there a 24-hour parking garage that closes at 12 a.m.? I want to know. We went into a 24-hour parking garage and they said, I'm sorry, it's closed. No, I'm sorry, I'm giving them too much credit. They didn't say I'm sorry. They looked at us like we were stupid for going into the 24-hour parking garage that said 24-hour parking and it closes at 12 a.m. They're like, it closes at 12 a.m., buddy. Get out of here. What the hell? Then what? Why does it say 24? Anyways, so we park somewhere between parkinggarage.com and parking garage 24 hours. But it was kind of weird, so we kind of decided, like, kind of got our radius, and this took a lot of thinking. This took just, like, I had to go into my mind palace, like Sherlock Holmes. It's closed means you can't get your car out? I don't even know. Oh, I guess that means that you park your car overnight. That's stupid. You have to wait till 6 a.m.? to get your car? Oh, silly me, I should have known. Yeah, they should call it overnight parking. What do they even know what 24 hour? Whatever. So, and we walked around for maybe like 30 minutes looking for this. In the freezing cold, my body was shutting down so bad. My back, my feet, everything hurt. Not one part of my body wasn't aching in pain. Even remembering this, my body aches. I ache. Even at the very memory of this. And we were like, okay, we know that it was a one-way street going whichever way, not towards, so whatever, Central City, what is it called? The main part, Town Square, New York Square. So it's not going towards New York Square, it was going away from New York Square, and we did all of this thinking. and we figured it out where it was, but Josh found the car because he ran as fast as a gingerbread man. Josh ran and he ran like a gingerbread man all the way to the car and found it first. But it was exactly where we thought it would be. And it was snowing. It was beautiful. And I vlogged it. I actually vlogged this trip, and I'm going to put it on passes when I launch my passes. Paywalled. I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna be an asshole and just paywall everything. Do you live in Baltimore, Maryland? How do you not understand how cities work? Dude, Baltimore is nowhere near as stupefied as New York. Stupefied. Stupid. New York is like so confusing. Baltimore is not like that. Baltimore is simple. You walk one direction or you walk the other direction. A pass hole. How do you get lost in New York, you ask? You are literally rage baiting me. Literally always rage baiting me, Brusco. That's all you're here to do is rage bait me. Every day that I breathe. I'm in so much. I need to go get some Advil. My back hurts, guys. Should I get Advil or Tylenol? I think I should get Tylenol. It feels like muscle pain. Oh my god, I'm getting strong, guys. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, I started gaining so much weight, and I kind of stopped working out just because I've been busy. And I gained so much weight, and I'm like, why am I getting so much? I'm the heaviest I've ever been. Like, I weighed like 130 pounds for a few days. And I'm in shock with I'm scared. I've never been like scared of gaining weight ever. But like I'm genuinely gaining more weight. I'm getting too much weight, like an amount of weight that I'm like out of control. Yeah, I'm Chungus Karm. I'm turning into Chungus Karm. Well, next thing you know, I finally, for the first time in eons, decide to go lift at the gym. When I was in New York, I went and lifted, and I was lifting so much heavier weights than I had before. Like something like there's these weighted squats with this squat form that Martin taught me, because you guys didn't notice, but he had a humongous chungus butt on him. Like, he has some wedding cakes back there, guys. He has a whole like cake factory. I'm like, dude, how do you get like that? Teach me your ways. So he has a squat form that he teaches me, and the first time he tried to teach me, the bar, because it like where it has to be placed on your back, I was like literally being crushed under the bar alone of like, you know, the squats. And have you been drinking more alcohol? No, I've been drinking less alcohol. So I've been getting, I at first, like when I did this, I was literally getting like crushed under the weight of that, and I could barely even do the squat form correctly just because of like how I could barely even handle the bar. Well, now I did 90 pounds, and I feel like I could have done heavier. I did 90 pounds of the squat form, on the squat form. And I was like, it feels so light. I was like, and Martin was like, oh my god, you're lifting so much heavier, and like your squat form is so much better than last time. I'm like, is it lighter? And he was like, no, it's just, it seems like you got stronger. And I'm like, no, it feels way lighter than the one at my other gym. And he's like, no, this is 90 pounds. Like, this is a lot heavier than what you were doing before. 90 is way light. You could do 120 for sure. Well, I don't know why before I was like struggling. Ugh, Martin's wedding cakes. What Olympic sport you going to participate? Rock climbing, skateboard, or fencing? Well, are those my only options? I guess, like, rock climbing. No, probably fencing. So you're growing black mustache hairs, gaining weight, and stronger. Someone is dosing you with testosterone. Dude, actually. Well, guys, keep in mind that the squat form is not like normal squat form. It's very different. Most of the weight, like what you're lifting, you need a lot of like back muscle. You need like a lot of lower back muscles to lift. And I don't think like when I was first doing the squat form, those specific back muscles were like very underdeveloped, I guess. It's not like I was using my whole body to lift it. I was kind of holding it with just my arms, the weight, with this specific squat form. So I don't think I could have done super heavy with that. Because, I mean, if it was like, oh, for sure I could have done it if it was like more up on my shoulders or something. But it was like lower. I like have it like in mid upper back. So I'm kind of holding up the bar with just my hands, not my shoulders. The bar is not being supported by my shoulders. It was just being supported by like my arms and my wrists to get this like very specific squat form. I think Ellie is the one doing it, Blacklight. I think Ellie, the dog. I think Ellie is dosing me with testosterone. So you do the gym regularly now or about to soon? I've done it regularly since like May of last year. Except like the past couple months have been rough scheduling because I had to stop jujitsu because of my respiratory problem. I can go back to jujitsu now. And it's just like time. And then I just barely even have time to lift. Barely have time to do it. Let it go, let it go. Ellie's tumors are spreading testosterone around the house. What is giving me testosterone? Probably hanging out with these boys all the time. You need to hang out with girls and stop being such a pick-me girl, Carmela. I'm so glad Jasmine was in my stream so I didn't look like a freaking pick-me girl. So glad Jasmine joined our friend group because I was just looking like a freaking pick-me girl all the time. Oh my god, that's my voice. I was just looking like a... Hold on, guys. I want to check something. Hold on. I have to download something. I'm gonna download the haunted house streams. I just realized I don't think I downloaded any of this. Huh. I think I'm gonna upload the haunted house streams onto YouTube. For you guys. No, let's be serious. Those boys have zero testosterone. You need to see them without their shirts, and then you're going to change your mind. Then you're going to change your mind. You have tons of testosterone. Detest Max. Detest Max. If you even know what that is, because you live in New York. I know it was broken into so many parts. Let's see, haunted house stream. Oops. Why is a haunted house stream called haunted house stream? And not just haunted house. I don't understand. Hold on. I'm uploading. I'm beginning the uploads to YouTube. It's good that we saw this because apparently they expire in like 2 days or tomorrow. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry I'm doing this on the stream. I just wanna... 1 second, guys. Oh my god, not this freaking sleep stream. So embarrassing. All my friends say I snore too much. Which is true. They're like, you snore. And so does Martin. We both have a snore problem. And we call it the snorchestra when we sleep. Because it's just the worst, most agitating, grating noises. I'm just like, oh, oh, oh. It's like we're dying. We're actually probably dying. I don't know how I haven't completely just died in any of my times of sleeping yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all, I like suffer in my sleep. I'm not even breathing. I need this jaw surgery low key, guys. This is coming up on so many parts. This is like part 1 million I'm on now. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Part 11. I just want to be able to sleep, you know, and wake up and feel rested and not like I fought for my life the entire night. Okay, they're all beginning to upload. I think I just downloaded the same stream. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, so sorry. Huh. Does anyone... Is jaw surgery code for... No, I'm talking about jaw surgery. Jeez. I think I'm going to cancel my labia surgery. I think I'm going to cancel that one. I really am considering it. I've just gotten to a point where it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, and I could deal with the pain. But I'm scheduled for the end of April. Can you ask Melissa how she managed to sleep sideways constantly? Yeah, I'll ask her. I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. Actually, believe what you want. I don't care. I watch streams with you and Melissa. Maybe that's about it. Shut up. You know what? Whatever, whatever, whatever. Sorry, I'm saving my streams. Is the flower stand? It might. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it. Dude, I don't know if what's worse, my nose or my jaw. Because guys, this is what I deal with. This is the issue, and I'm curious about if any of you have an opinion on this, like what I should do. So for starters, my jaw is like medically too small. It's like underdeveloped. It stopped growing when I was like younger than the age of 12. Probably around like 8 or 9. And I think it was because of a growth plate injury. I'm not sure. Because I fell straight on my face 2 stories out of, yeah, I fell 2 stories onto my face. And then a couple years later, I realized that my jaw was getting too small for my mouth, for my face. Anyways, so my jaw is too small. It's supposed to be 10 on both sides. It's an 8 and a 7. So when the orthodontist looked at my mouth, they're like, oh, this is like medically necessary. This is a bad case because your tongue is too big for your mouth, and I can see why you would have eating and breathing and sleeping problems. And he's like, you should be able to get this paid for with insurance. Well, guess what? I never found anyone who would do it. I never found anybody who even like made a case to the insurance company. I even tried to go to like a like Texas like medical school, some like big medical school in Texas that like, and they wanted me to pay $18,000 for students to repair my jaw. Are you kidding me? Do the students not pay you enough? Who am I paying? The teacher? Like, ugh. So do you bite your tongue? Hi, Starscream! Oh my god. Starscream, it's been so long. Yes, I bite my tongue a lot. I choke on my tongue a lot. And my tongue is a normal size. It's just too big for me. I have a normal sized tongue, but my mouth is too big. Too small. And it makes talking kind of hard. Like, I kind of have a lisp because of it. So, and I kind of have to try extra hard to talk. My tongue is a little bit big for my mouth. So when I sleep, the tongue just gets pushed to the back of my mouth and there's literally no room for my tongue in my mouth. So like I actually have to sleep with 2 pillows on either side of my face and like breathe through the pillows like this so that my tongue like falls forward instead of back. So, and then on top of that, even if I can like breathe like through my mouth, even if my tongue is, if I find some position where my tongue isn't, where I can just sleep like this, okay, my nose is like deviated or something, and I have to breathe really hard for you to visually be able to see it. But look, okay, but every time I breathe, it like collapses in my nose. So every time I try to breathe through my nose, I can barely breathe. It's so hard to breathe. This is probably causing me brain damage. So like when I work out, I have to mouth breathe. It's horrible. It's really bad for you to mouth breathe when you work out because you'll get like air in your stomach. So cardio is really difficult. But yeah, like I don't know what to do about this. I went to doctors and tried to explain it when I lived in Texas, and they were like, what do you want us to do about it? It was just kind of like, well, I mean, you could get plastic surgery. And I'm like the doctors were super unhelpful. On the flip side, in Maryland, when I went to these doctors and I was like, it's kind of hard for me to have sex. They're like, oh, we'll give you a labiaplasty for $100. Insurance will pay for it. And I'm like, really? So maybe I could find a doctor in Maryland who will do it. Or like, who will take it seriously. You need mad surgeries. Please do not tell any boy. No boy will want to mate with me with all these problems. Well, I think all the problems I have are very like as far as my nose and my jaw, I think that's from injuries. Like my jaw, I really think is a growth plate injury. And And my nose is, I think, from getting punched in my face by my brother. Don't talk bad about your brother. That was my dad. Ignore him. That little lisp is part of what makes you so charming. Thank you so much. Everyone thinks I try to talk like a kid in my videos, which sometimes I do make myself sound dumber on purpose, but the it really just is how I talk. I mean, I can talk very seriously, but I have to put a lot of extra effort into talking if I want to talk and not sound like I have a big tongue. Issues with jaw and nose especially tough because I imagine fixing it would potentially make you look different. Yeah, I would assume so too, that it would make me look different. I really like having a small jaw and a small chin. I really like that. I just hope the surgery doesn't give me like a big chungus jaw. Like this. But oh well, we'll see. Okay guys, I gotta go. My sister has to go to bed. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on Tuesday, and I actually need to do a makeup stream, which I will do one of these days. I'm gonna do an extra stream this week at some point, so that to make up for I missed a Sunday stream and a Tuesday stream this week. All right, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much to all the moderators for moderating, and thank you for the commenters for commenting, and the donators for donating, and thank you to all the people watching this. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. Okay. Bye. I love you guys.